to the first ever episode of Your Safe Space with Ami. I'm really excited to be sharing this with you guys. It's been a long time come. I'm glad that I literally just decided to come downstairs and just do this today. Because if I didn't, only God knows when I would have. Before we get the episode started, we're gonna do our safe space ritual. First thing that we have to do is light our candle. I have the Mallory scent candle, and this is actually my mom's brand. It smells so good. So y'all tap into that. And I'm gonna light the candle with my incense stick actually because I'm that girl. Now, welcome to my safe space. This is my living room. I really contemplated between using my living room and my room because my room is actually my safe space, but I feel like this is also really my safe space because whenever I have friends over, well, obviously this is where we are. It's also my favorite room in the house. Not gonna lie, this is actually my favorite room in the house. I have a massage chair in here, so sometimes I do study in that massage chair, and it's really comfortable. This art piece reminds me of Sinners. You know the scene where he's like playing the guitar, and then all the figures from like different cultures, from different like time periods, are like appearing around him. This really reminds me of that. And after I watched the movie and I came back home, I was like, wait, isn't this? But yeah, and then we have these beautiful velvet couches. We've actually had these couches for so long, but they're so durable, like nothing has actually happened to them. Then we have our TV mounts, and honestly my mom ate she ate with the design of this. We have like some nice pieces around the TV mount, and then the TV is right there. I just think it's really aesthetic, you know. nice little nice little vibe. Next, I'm gonna describe or rather, I'm gonna show you guys the most meaningful item that I own, but it's actually not here. My teddy bear Ellie. I'm gonna put like a picture or something. I travel with her everywhere. If you know me, you know Ellie. Like I travel with her everywhere. She's my travel buddy, my travel pillow, and my cousin's always making fun of me because it's like, oh, why you carrying this big ass teddy bear around, girl? You try sleeping with her on a 13-hour flight to Nigeria on the middle seats. I'm gonna show you the next best thing, I guess. This is Chestnut. He's my first baby. I think she's like 7. He's like 7 or something. He's really grumpy though. So when I let him go, like he's probably just gonna jump down. Say hi, Chestnuts. Okay. And then this is my most recent baby, Patches. He's so cute. He's so sweet. Yeah, those are my price items right now, but they're not really items. They're not, in fact, they're not even items. These are like living creatures. Okay, there he goes. Last but not least, on our safe space ritual, I'm gonna play you guys my favorite song right now. And I've actually been obsessed with this song for maybe about a month now, and I've not listened to it in a little bit, so it's going to be like a little surprise for me as well. Okay. The name of the song is Dream Girl by Raven Lene. And is it Ty dollar sign or TY dollar sign? Either way, you guys know who I'm talking about. Isabel actually put me onto this song. Why is it cracking? Isn't this song just so like giving it to temptation? When I heard this song for the first time, I was like, oh my god, this is so like girly and whimsical and joyful. And then I heard, I just randomly heard this voice hop on a beat. What you thinking, yeah. Okay, he ate a little bit right here. I love this instrumental part.
Do I make you nervous? What if I told you I want you? Does that make you nervous?
Like this is just such an angelic, whimsy, like feel good, happy. Thank you for listening. Now I'm gonna actually explain to you guys what this podcast is about. As you already know, this is called Your Safe Space. I will be entering different creatives' safe spaces and asking them controversial questions, also questions about their work, their art, opinions. So creating a safe space in the artist's safe space. I just want to say if you know how to judge, just just don't even like because I really don't want people on here that you can give your opinion. In fact, that's what the whole show is about. Like, you can give your opinion. But this is a space where I don't want people who come on here or people who even comment to feel judged about their opinions. Like, let's have open conversations because not everyone is going to think the same way or agree on the same topics, obviously. So, why can't we have healthy conversations about that? What inspires me? Um, I would say myself. I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, I think that I have visions for myself and what it is I want to do, and that alone inspires me to go forth and do those things. LinkedIn. LinkedIn. Just seeing people around me accomplish what it is that they want to do and what it is that they set their hearts out to do inspires me to make goals for myself and strive to achieve those goals. This is very niche, people that inspire me, but Virgos. When I think of a Virgo, especially a Virgo woman, I know that they're gonna get what they need to get done down. Like all the Virgo women I know are so hardworking. They're gonna make a vision for themselves and they're going to do everything they can to get to that vision. So yeah, Virgo woman, myself, and I would say my friends and family inspire me to be the person that I want to become. And I'm gonna do it. I'm going to do it. Best thing you've ever made. I don't know. I've done things with my life, but they're not things that I would put as they are accomplishments to some people. Like they really are. But I wouldn't put them as an accomplishment for myself. I think I'm very hard on myself. I know I'm very hard on myself. But hopefully, like when I start this show will be the best thing that I've ever made. What message do I want people to feel when they listen to slash are on my podcast? Safety, no fear of being judged. I want people to come on here and feel safe to say what it is they want to say, because at the end of the day, everyone has so many different opinions, and if you let people's opinions to stop you from expressing yourself. And I know it's really hard with the internet because there's so many people on the internet with lots of lots of opinions. Story from the past that I'd like to share. This happened to me last year's summer. So I stayed at my aunt's. Um, I don't even know if the guy was her friend. I think the guy was just her friend. I stayed at his house with two of my friends whenever we went to Texas. And there were these two guys that were there. Long story short, we went to the house, stayed there. Maybe we spoke to the two guys like once or twice. Like it was never anything like crazy. And we left. And I don't even know how the guy got my number. Let's call him Joseph. Okay, so he messages me, and I thought that maybe he wanted like something. Oh no 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 no! I did give him my number. Yes, I did give him my. Wait, no, I didn't. I had the other guy's number because you know I'm mixing the story up. This isn't the point. This isn't. Aisha had Joseph's number, right? And Joseph starts texting me. At first, when he texted me, I thought that, maybe he wants something or I left something. But he was just texting me just to text me. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to reply you. Like, I don't know. I just didn't really have any interest in that. My aunt then calls me. Who apparently told Joseph that you have a boyfriend. And I'm like, when did I even, when did we even speak? Then she tells me that apparently they want to do like a situation where, and this is the first time I didn't know stuff like this actually happens. They wanted me to get legally married to Joseph so that he can get an American passport. And when my aunt told me that, I was like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, why would I do that? She was like, oh, that Joseph's uncle is gonna call you because Joseph's uncle was the owner of the house. That was her friend. Joseph's uncle is gonna call you. He just really wants to speak to you. Da, 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 da. Joseph had texted me. He was like, "Oh, like, is it okay if he speaks with me on the phone?" He had asked me if I was busy. That he had something that he really needed to tell me. He had called me, and he was just like just making normal conversation. I was like, "Yeah, okay, okay." So by calling me, he said, "Oh, that his uncle wants to speak to me." Said, okay. His uncle starts trying to chat me. Um, he says that I should turn on my video. I was like, okay, so do you know why I'm calling you? And I was like, no, not really. I just pretended like I didn't really know. Long story short, he asked me if I can legally marry his nephew for an American passport. And I was like, I'm not sure I can do that. You guys, the next thing he said I should name my price. And thinking back, looking at the situation that I'm in right now with my student loans, like I could have been like, you can bust me a little 100K, like let me do something with that. But no, 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 no. I don't think anyways, I told him no, that I can't, marry his son for an American passport. And given what is going on right now with Trump, like that would have been crazy. So yeah, I said no. But afterwards, like I was still thinking, like, would you guys have done it? I know some people would have done it. And honestly, I don't blame you guys because what do you mean name your price? Name your price? But it's okay, God will provide for me. God is gonna pay off my student loans for me. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I trust in him. If my walls could talk, what would they say about me? These walls will say that I'm very hard on myself. And that's something that I honestly need to work on. Just being able to give myself more leeway. Because I'm so hardworking. They would say that I study all the time. I care about my friends, so I don't really show it as much. I think I mostly show it in actions. Also, my parents. I care about my parents a lot, but I don't show it to my parents at all. So if they watch this, then I guess they'll know how I feel. Should friendships be transactional? So, me sitting up. I was actually talking about this the other day with my friend. I think that yes, I think friendships should be transactional. If you're my friend and I'm not gaining anything from you, whether it be not material things. I mean, in terms of friendship, they're there when no one else is, or maybe even material things like they give you money sometimes or connections and stuff. And with that connections part, that is mainly related to the creative industry, where you can have two people that are friends and they they are only friends because they get something from each other in terms of connections, which is fine. Like I do think that is fine because at the end of the day, like that's your work. Like how else are you gonna grow and thrive? But when you start to filter out the friends that you have because they don't give you anything material back, that's when it becomes a problem. I think that just because someone has a good vibe, you vibe with them, you love their energy, but they don't give you anything materialistic in return, and you filter them out based, or rather, you filter them out from your life based on that, that's when it becomes a problem. And that's when it's like, oh, hold on. But if they're not giving you anything back materialistically, they at least have to be giving you something back, like that will fuel your soul, like whether it's friendship or they give really good advice or they're a good time to hang around. But if someone isn't even a good time to hang around, doesn't give you anything, they pay, you're not helping me, like, I don't know, that person is not even gonna be your friend. That's like a rock. How are you just gonna keep a rock in your life? Like, what's he doing for you? It's not even weighing you down, it's not lifting you up, it's just there. Like, what's the point? The most painful thing anyone has ever said to me. Okay, this is actually going back to. I just want you guys to know that your words, even though it, like, you think it's nothing, can really, really affect the next person. And I'll explain why, because with my story. This was in year seven. I had this friend, let's call her Jane. I think at that time I had just downloaded Snapchat. So I think that was when Snapchat was really popping. It was like, taking pictures and videos with, that flower crown filter, and there was one blue filter that will make your face. Basically, I would like filter my stuff, right? But it wasn't even like crazy filters. I think I would also take pictures on. Oh my god, do you guys know Retrika? Oh my god, you guys don't know about Retrika, man. They started like making fun of me. Like, she started saying, "Oh, like, Tammy, why you always using filters?" Then she started calling me a photo thought. If you guys know that one song by what's his name? It goes like, "She ain't really bad, she a photo thought." Like, he started she started calling me a photo thought. And every time she would see me, she would sing that song. And she was a bit popular, so everyone actually started following, like, and making fun of me for using barely even any filters. So she would be singing, "She ain't really bad, she a photo thought," and I just be like, I ain't even do too much. Like, what's really tea? Because of her that I actually knew that song. Like, I didn't know that song before. And I'm sure everyone didn't know the song either. So whenever in disco they would play the song, she would literally turn to me and start, "She ain't really bad, she a photo th-" I don't use filters anymore. I'm trying to remember the last time I used I I'm traumatized. Like now I feel like if you use a filter, that's not your real face. Don't use no filters. Like, use no filter, or you gotta use that Paris filter. If and even that Paris filter is even giving, like, your skin isn't that smooth. That's just how I think now. And I think it's so crazy that after all these years, I'm 22. This happened maybe when I was maybe 13. Was I 13 or 14? I still remember, and because of that, like, I've conditioned myself to not use filters. I just watch what you say to people, guys, even though you think it's not deep or it's not a big deal. What you say can really affect someone, and you won't even know. Thank you guys for coming to my safe space. Anyone that watched from the start to the finish, this is for you. That's for you. You're an angel. You're a sweetie pie. You're bye.